Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you with the release of Intense Indifference. Because can you tell us a little bit of the transition from Blasphemy Blues towards this one?
Yes, of course, and thank you. No, I think the main difference is that with the first album you have all these songs and riffs lying around since ages. I think the oldest song on Blasphemy, it was over 20 years old, I think. Some of the riffs were actually even older. I don't dare to say how old. So and then for this the new one, I mean, we needed to start more or less from scratch, really. So that was the big challenge, and I think the fun part to, can we create something in a year's time? Because that's about the time we had from, I think we released Blasphemy November 2022, and then we started recording January 2024, so a bit more than a year then. But then that's when we started recording the drums. So yeah, that's the big difference, and that's what made it fun. A bit scary, I have to admit. And also, I mean, you since we haven't lived with the songs for as long, or it's really hard to judge, is this good or is it just crap or what? So it's I mean, we feel good about it, but it's still like, what songs are the strongest ones and what will the reactions be? But so far so good.
Have you been able to tease a little bit live before you start recording it? Because I know some bands do that.
Yes, yes, we have. So I mean, we've actually we have played all songs. Well, we have rehearsed all songs in a rehearsal space, except for Piece by Piece, the Slayer cover. That one we did full in the studio. Now we play it now, but I don't think I don't think I knew how to play it before we went to the studio. And then let's see, I think 3 or 4 of the songs we played live as well before recording them. So, and like one song that seems to be the people really seem to like, so the Reign Supreme, that's one of the first songs we played, and it was one of those songs that just like, this just feels natural. This one is good, and it seems to work. So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the songs that really jumped out to me as well. Quite from the first time I was listening to it, I felt a bit of a Slayer kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. How did you balance the whole of the in there that has the aggressive side in there, but also a bit of an older feel in the middle? I think.
Sorry, say it again. The aggressive side with the.
Yeah, versus what feels a little bit of an older sound that I have in the middle.
It's a good question. I mean, it's the fun thing about being in Vittra is that I think we're quite open-minded. So it's very what's the word? I lost it now in English, but I mean, it's sort of allowed to try different things out, so it comes quite naturally. So I mean, the starting. I mean, I play the rhythm guitar, and I've written most of the songs, and I come from the musical part of it, and I come from a like quite thrashy background. That's how I learned to play. But then I sort of like the a bit of rock elements as well, and we have that in the band. Alex, who plays the drums, I mean, he really get that a bit more punk rock feel to it. And then Lars, who plays the lead guitar, he's all about the bluesy rock and roll stuff, but still connected to thrash metal. So and then the other two, I mean, they come in with their perspective. So it's really a combination of how we play and what we listen to and how we play. So it's maybe, I mean, maybe a boring answer, but it's very natural how it sort of grows to sound the way it does, basically.
Yeah, okay, but of course, I mean, it can also be a deliberate choice that you wanted to go in that direction. But it's good to hear that it comes so natural.
No, not so. It's just like more fun stuff, really. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I saw for Transylvania Buffet. I think you have something similar there with the different styles in there. It made me smile a lot when I was listening to that one. especially a bit of a south. I feel almost southern rock in there suddenly. I had to smile about that.
Yeah.
How can you tell me that? What can you tell me about this track? How it got together? Like,
Yeah, no, but I think that's really about sort of a natural development or how it evolved. I actually listened to today, and I also smiled, and I think that's a good thing. Or maybe I'm just sort of, we were so good. But no, but it's really fun with the song because it sort of started actually from some sort of hip hop rap influence. And I have this song "Jump Around" by House of Pain that I really like, and it has actually influenced another song as well, but on Blasphemy. But it sort of, yeah, so that's where the feel came from, on the sort of the intro riff and what's also the chorus. And yeah, then we had some more jazzy stuff, that some different harmonies, that, well, in some strange way it sort of fitted in, and that's how it started. Then we were missing a midsection with the solo and so on, so I just threw something in when we were rehearsing, and the intention was always that, well, should we need to come up with something better? It should be something better, something different. But then, when you've played it a couple of times and you start to think that, well, okay, maybe we should keep it like this. And then Lars asked when he was working on his lead, so what should it be here? And I was like, just go all rock and roll. And that's when he came up with, sort of that, well, I'm not sure, rockabilly style twang thing that just comes in. And well, and then at the end, I mentioned, like, well, it started sort of with the House of Pain song, and well, you have that piano on it, and that was sort of what was in my mind, that would be fun to have something here, but a bit more rock and roll style. So Simon, who owns the studio and who's helping us to record, he knows a lot of great musicians, so he connected us to Johan, then, who's part of a band called Night Flight Orchestra. I mean, he's really great on playing the piano. So can you play something like, rock and roll Jerry Lee Lewis style piano? And yeah, then we got some tracks back and put it together, and it was, yeah, really great. I just smiled when I heard it. So yeah, that's a bit of how things can sort of develop into something that you maybe don't expect from the start.
Yeah, it's a good surprise. I had another couple of songs that I wanted to ask you about, and one of them is called "The Leap," because I think you also released it as a single, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Yeah, first single.
Yeah. You spoke. The lyrics are a bit about taking a leap, so to say, taking a risk. Could you elaborate on the choice of that topic a bit?
Yeah. Oh, it's a good one, and I sort of wish that David would have been here. So our vocalist, he's the one that has put it together. But as you say, it's about daring. It's about not getting stuck. So I mean, if you're like, well, you need to choose. It's either direction, sort of just do it. And I mean, a lot of the lyrical themes, even if they come out in different ways, I mean, I would say that it's about his emotional life. So I'm going to talk about his emotional life here, but sort of, inner battle with feelings going in all different directions, and I think that's what's really reflected in the lyrics. And then him and Gustav, our bassist, they have sort of then taken that further in different directions. The only song that sort of sticks out from that sort of theme is really the Burn Her. That's more of a traditional witch burning song, so to speak. So
yeah, okay. For Soul Searcher, I was feeling it was a very dynamic track where you can really focus on the instrumentation. Can you tell me a little bit about that track? What's the background of that one?
That's actually that's actually one of the songs that has some of, shall I say, more older riffs, now it sort of, or they worked out, they fit it together. And I think I was trying to create something with a bit more sort of, rhythm swing style to it, and get that in, but still you have some of the sort of the double, kick drums playing, and also get that on the, especially on the first, where you have what you have on the first chorus, where you have, the drums, like the what do you call, I'm not sure what it's called, like the shuffle, like the style drums. So basically, trying to get different feels into different songs so that they have their own identity. And we didn't have a song like this, so that's, I guess, what we were trying to create. So and I mean, I write most of the riffs, but then on this album, Alex, who plays the drums, we played quite a lot. We have spent quite some time together, sort of working on the arrangements and trying to find the right dynamics throughout the different songs. And I think that part is really fun, because I mean, you can explore and try different things and so on. And he's really great. He's a really great guitar player, which is a bit frustrating. I might be, sit home and rehearse and practice and so on, and then he just listens to what I play, and then he picks up a guitar and plays it, which can be a bit frustrating. But he really understands the riffs. He really understands the guitar playing, and I think that's why we have to me, a really strong connection between the drums and the guitars.
Yeah, it sounds like if you can really get it, and it's easy to create on that. I think. I want to ask you also a little bit about Piece by Piece. Of course, an interesting choice to close with. Why did you choose this song specifically?
Yeah, it's a very good question, I have to admit. I think it was Alex's idea, Alex or Gustav, who came with it. So I mean, we played Undead with the Haunted on our previous album, so a really fast song, and I think especially then Alex, he really likes that fast thrash metal stuff, and we figured, why not do a Slayer song and a song which is a bit scary, I guess, or could be, but then a song that not one of the newer songs, a song that, I think we're quite true to the original, but we still add some own identity to it, and you can maybe hear the riffs in a slightly different way. So just a fun song to play. It's a short song. It's an intense song, and I think those were sort of the elements we were looking for. But it was a bit of a struggle to record it, I have to admit. It's a bit tricky. I think Alex did 2 takes on the drums, and I'm not sure how many hours I spent on getting the guitars right, because we used the original track as a click track when he recorded the drums, and I mean, the tempo just goes up and down and then up a lot at the end, and yeah, that was a tough one, but I think it turned out good in the end.
I think it's a nice add to the album. When I looked at the album as a whole, I think it all came down very much as a one unit. Sometimes I see it bands have a bit of variety in it, but it's sometimes goes in all directions. But here you all seem to return to the same vibe, so to say. Is that a deliberate choice to bring it all back together?
Good question. I mean, yeah, I think it's 2 parts to it. One is that, I mean, we write in a specific way. I think it's still, I mean, you have all those different elements, but it's still us. We're not trying to sound like something else. So what it turns out to be is really a combination of how we play, and so I mean, even if the songs are different in their what type of riffs or style and so on, it's just still us playing it our way. So that's one part to it. Then I think I'm not sure how much it influences, but I think it is still important, even if a lot of people don't listen to albums any longer, maybe. But trying to find that flow when you put together the album as well. How does it sort of connect if you listen to it from beginning to end? And I think that's a key thing that can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, I think so. But to my opinion, you guys did it very well. So
Thanks.
I want to tell you that. I had one question a bit about the cover of the album. I really like the way it's done. It's not like a typical cover that I see very often. Can you tell me a little bit about this idea behind it?
No, I mentioned David's sort of emotional life, and I think that's where we started. So we were trying to, I mean, how we can express some sort of, you have that inner battle, turbulence, but then on the outside you have more of that indifference, really, the trying to stay neutral or cool or whatever it might be. And at some point it all just clashes, and that's when you're sort of the head cracks, really. So that's how we sort of started, and then we gave that idea to Jules or Gyula, his name, he's just a great artist, and he made his interpretation of it, and then sort of connected it a bit. Had nature, you have the forest nymph from the previous album, and all those elements to it as well. So yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, very nice. I was wondering, like, you have a lot of folklore influences in there, and that all folklore is all coming from the old ages, in a way. Do you think people can still start something like that? That many years later, people still get that inspired by some stories?
Good question. I would think so, because I guess what we would do now, I guess, would be I'm not sure. I was thinking that how we perceive things now, how we see things now, I mean, is it that different than how people were perceiving themselves if you go way back? But I'm a bit concerned that since we are, I mean, stuck in sort of the digital age, and stuck in computers and games and whatever it might be, that we're not really capturing sort of the should I say, the deeper elements of life and nature. So I guess there is a risk that, I guess I'm trying to say is that I'm hoping that it can still be like that, but I'm not sure. I'm a bit concerned that it might be a bit lost. So I guess that's where I ended up.
Yeah, I can. It's just a thought that crossed my mind as well. And when I was listening, it was like, yeah, I wonder. All right. I like how you go on a variety of topics in this release. It made also me think a little bit like, would it be an option for you as a band to do a sort of concept album, to bring it all into one story?
Yeah, I think it has been discussed.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we will end up there. I mean, then you, in a way, I think you lock yourself in a bit, and I'm not sure if that's the way to go. It could be an interesting challenge, maybe, but right now I doubt that you will see it on the third album. Let's see on the fourth or fifth one if that's something that we need to sort of challenge ourselves a bit. So yeah. And at the same time, well, I guess it depends a bit what you put into a sort of having that type of theme. I mean, in this type, it's a lot about emotions and feelings and stuff. So yeah, maybe we could take that a couple steps further. Let's see.
All right. Yeah, then I was mainly wondering what's up next for you guys in the future. You just mentioned the third album, which is already soon if you're just releasing this one, but what's up next?
Yeah, now we got some gigs planned. We're gonna do our first gigs outside of Sweden, so that's a good thing, and I hope to start building a bigger audience so that more people hopefully discover our music. then yeah, we have already started writing songs for the third one, actually. So we got 4 or 5 ideas that we're working on, although early stages. We have one song that is more or less finished, actually, that we really, really like. So I guess we're eager to play it live, but I guess we should play these songs live first so that people get to hear them. So one part meeting the audience, and another part being about, well, creating and playing. It's really fun to play. It's fun to create new stuff and see how we can sort of evolve in some interesting direction. Let's see.
All right, then I have no further questions for you. I want to thank you very much for your time, and hopefully I get to see you on the road somewhere.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.